Oh, no, Patrick, but you got to be aggressive. You got to go with the analytics. You got to throw the ball all over the place. You got to keep delivering. See, that's the value of experience, folks. You learn what it takes to have at least one more point than the other team in a single elimination game. I don't have to keep throwing across my body. I don't have to keep doing all this stuff that has an element of risk to it when the defense is playing the way it is.
Right.
That's brilliance.
Yes.
It's not about him. It's not about stats.
No.
It's not about highlights. It's not about his ego. It's about one thing and one thing only, winning the game and advancing to the next level. I'll do whatever what it takes to get there, even if I don't have to do much of anything.
That's right.
If that's the right play, that's what I'll do.
That's right. He learned, hey, it's okay. I saw Brady go to the Super Bowl and let his defense win an AFC championship game a few times. Why can't my defense do that? Nobody remembers, really. They just go, damn, you won the championship. You're on another Super Bowl. And then you go from there. Nobody gives a damn when it really gets all said and done. And kudos to him for checking his ego at the door anyways. That's what's amazing about the guy. Like you're saying, it's not about him. He just wants to win the damn game. And he tells you, hey, I learned during the year, damn, I want to do some things and make my magic. But, man, we're good enough where I can just go, whoa, defense, let me just be a little conservative. If I got to throw it away or take a sack, okay, I'll do that. We're going to win the game. That's mature. That's maturity of the football team, all the situations they've been in. It's incredible that way. But I will say this. They did have their Dan Campbell moment as well. They did. You strip sack Lamar Jackson. You get an extra possession on him. You got a 4th and 1. You're going to run it up the middle against the big Ravens defense, kick the freaking field goal, then go up 17-7. That was the only mistake I thought Andy Reid made yesterday. The only one. He let aggressive, our favorite word, get a hold of him in that moment. But from there on out, they did it the right way and played championship football and just continued to battle and out-hit the Ravens.
Yeah, because, look, if the Ravens go down and score a touchdown after that, it's 14-all. That was your chance to go up 2 scores. That was your chance to go up 10 points, and they blew it. I agree with you. And wasn't the next drive when Lamar Jackson caught the pass to himself?
It was. It was like a few plays later.
That's one of those plays.
Like Ayuk.
In a game
where
like
you
that,
go, oh, no, here goes the momentum.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So here they are, 14-7, 2 plays after the 4th down stop. And, I mean, man, when he caught it, I was literally like, oh, my gosh, he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
And good thing Drew Tranquil, Johnny on the spot, is able to jump and dive and clip his ankles there and bring him down. But incredible play by Lamar, but really one of the only few plays by Lamar in the first half of that football game and throughout the game because of that Chiefs defense and Steve Spagnuolo, who – again, we talk about coordinators that need to be in the Hall of Fame or whatever. Spags is getting one of those guys that I don't care when it's all said and done what he did as a head coach. He is a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator. He's as good as we've ever seen. They always answer the bell. They're always creative. And some of these plays, Mike, I think you agree, were just truly phenomenal by the Chiefs defense.
Unbelievable. And you're right. Spagnuolo's had some of the great game plans of all time. And he gets his guys ready. They're opportunistic. They did what they had to do to slow down the Ravens. 3 turnovers on the day. There's the last one, the interception. Throwing the ball into triple coverage.
Yes. Not good.
Okay. But what? And 4 sacks of Lamar Jackson. You're right. It was masterful because this is a team that has beaten every good team handily. It's incredible. And they showed the graphic coming out of halftime, and I'm surprised Jim Nantz and Tony Romo didn't make a big deal of this. 22 plays in the first half, the fewest the Ravens have had in a game that Lamar Jackson has started. 22 plays in the first half. That's it. Hard to beat a team like the Chiefs if you've only got 22 snaps in the first half of the game.
Yeah, the Chiefs stayed on the field, 3rd down conversions, 4th down conversions, stayed patient with the run, right? Mahomes make a little magic here, control the clock. I mean, it's 319 yards total for the day for the Chiefs offense. It's 4 yards a play. They managed the game perfectly. They had 37 minutes of time of possession. I mean, they really, what's interesting is they kind of out-Raven the Ravens in Baltimore. And that just doesn't happen a lot. Like, no, we'll run the ball, we'll be physical, we'll be ugly, we'll make the big plays in the big moments. We know that's what you usually do at home, Baltimore, but we're the Chiefs. We'll show you how it's done. And that, to me, is something to say about the Chiefs. And, Mike, here's my other issue that I'll dive in with the Ravens. The Ravens, a little bit like we talked about with Dan Campbell, like this is our slogan, this is what we've done, aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. I think the Ravens a little bit were, hey, we're Lamar, MVP, we're going to throw the ball, this is what we did all year, that's how we're going to win this game no matter what. And I thought that was a really big mistake. I thought one of their biggest advantages that we talked about doing our podcast and the show last week together was that, hey, it's one of the biggest offensive lines in football. The Chiefs don't have Derek Nottie right now. He's their number one run stopper. They didn't have William Gay. If there was an advantage to be had, it was in the run game by Baltimore. But Baltimore was into this the whole year, and we talked about it. Wait, we got Todd Monken, we got OBJ, we got Zay Flowers. We're going to throw the ball. We got the MVP of football. That's what we are. We're going to throw the football. And you bit off your nose to spite your face, and you lost throwing the football instead of doing maybe what you should have done to try to win the game like the Chiefs did.
I'm reluctant to go there, but when you were saying that, it almost made me think of times where we have seen an offensive coordinator trying to audition to be a head coach.
Or look what I can do, look what I'm doing. I hear you.
Not all these young guys getting requested, all these whippersnappers out there, they want Ben Johnson, they want that. Look, I can do it too. I'm Todd Monken. I can do it too. I can make this offense go. I can do exciting things. I can get the attention of the Seahawks or the Commanders. Hey, I'm just right up the road. What do you need Ben Johnson for? Commanders, I'm right up the road. I can come lead your team. I hate to think that someone gives into that temptation to show, look at all these great plays I came up with, but hey, at the end of the day, you got to take what's there and you got to do what you do well.
6 runs.
The defense
6
has weaknesses.
Runs by your running backs. 6 of them. Like, you're the Baltimore Ravens. I don't even understand it. You're the number one running team in football. The Chiefs, their kryptonite on the defensive side of the ball this year has been run defense. If there was a place to get them, they are average. Tony Romo tried to explain this during the game. They're average against stopping the run, right? That, to me, is where I don't get it. It's a little bit like they came into the game with a narrative, and they were like, this is what we are. This is what we're going to do. We want to win the game and look like this. Instead of just going, we're going to do whatever we got to do to win the game, and then we'll look awesome no matter what. That's what it seemed to me like when I was sitting there watching the game. Again, I think the world of the Ravens. I love them. They're tough. I love John Harbaugh. I have so much respect for the organization. That was certainly one thing I questioned about their attack yesterday, for sure.
And it's funny, we spent so much time talking about how the Lions were too adherent to their identity. The Ravens weren't adherent enough.
I think so.
To their identity.
Right. They kind of tried to be like, no, we're gonna out Mahomes the Chiefs and show them that we're the greatest show on football right now. We got the quarterback. We got the passing game. It felt like that. I was shocked with how the game played out and the fact that, they weren't a little bit more patient with the run game, with a little bit more quarterback design run game, right? That was a shock to me. Also, Mike, we kind of hit on last week. The Texans blitzed Lamar and the Ravens a lot in the first half. Their answer in the second half was quarterback design run and quick pass game. But that still is like, I think when Spags and them and the Chiefs, you saw they blitzed them consistently throughout the game yesterday. I think they still looked at it and went, those aren't adequate answers. Just to throw the ball quick, well, I'm smart. I'll have a guy there to throw the ball, stop the quick. I can blitz and stop the throw the quick thing too, right? So that to me was a little shocking as well, was the fact that they couldn't handle the blitz. They didn't handle it all that well this week. They know the Chiefs are going to blitz, and they kind of threw, that right in their face of the Ravens and showed them they don't have a good enough plan.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.